Join me, everyone. Let's catch the wave on Arirang Radio. All right, here we go, back on air. Friday edition of Catch the Wave. And of course, we have Hyunwoo Sun-Seng-nim in the studio.
안녕하세요, 여러분. 선현우입니다.
How are you, Hyunwoo?
I'm doing great. Good to be back.
Happy to have you here, and we will be teaching our listeners some expressions, and
That's
we will
right.
be talking about Korean language as usual. And you work for a website called talktomeinkorean.com, and you promote Korean language, and you also offer free lessons online.
That's right. We've published thousands of free Korean lessons, and you can use them anywhere on the go. And also, of course, with this show,
Yep.
you can learn some basic survival Korean phrases as well as some phrases that you can find in Korean songs.
That's right. Now, before we jump into it, we have some messages. Debbie joining us from Qatar saying, yes, I watched the World Cup opening last night and I'm rooting for Korea and England. Can you teach us some Korean cheering phrases? Go Korea, fighting!
Korean cheering phrases?
Well, I mean, the most famous one is probably the song, they sing in the stadiums all the time. 대한민국.
Yeah, it's more of a chant. So they say 대한민국, which is the formal, longer form of the Korea's country name, 대한민국, the Republic of Korea.
Yeah.
And they clap
In
5
between.
times. Yeah.
And then they go on. And, Koreans are actually quite, what shall I say, passionate about cheerleading.
That's right. Especially when the World Cup was hosted by Korea and Japan 12 years ago.
Yeah, in 2002.
Yeah, I was doing my military service, so I wasn't able to attend any of those cheering events or soccer events, matches. But I saw that people were gathering in plazas or squares.
Yeah.
In large numbers.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
Tons of people. Sometimes too many people.
Yeah, like tens of thousands of people or hundreds of thousands of people.
Yeah. It's fun, of course, to be together, but once you want to go home, then it takes you a few hours. That's the problem.
Right.
Okay, now today we're going to kick off with a survival expression. In the second part, we will also use a K-pop song to teach you some new words. Stick around. Now, where are we going? What's the first survival expression, Hyunwoo?
Speaking of going somewhere,
Yes.
we have a phrase for you when you want to go somewhere in Korea using public transportation. So the phrase is 서울역 가는 거 맞나요?
아하, 서울역 가는 거 맞나요?
You want to maybe take the bus or, hop on the subway and then ask people whether you are on the right track.
Okay.
서울역 can be, of course, replaced with other place names. 서울역 is Seoul Station.
Seoul Station.
So just say whatever place name that you want to go to and say 가는 거 맞나요?
That's right. 가는 거 맞나요? 가는 거 means to go.
Going or the act of going somewhere.
Going.
And 맞나요 is just a polite way to say, is it correct? So 서울역 가는 거 맞나요? Or any other place name 가는 거 맞나요 means, is it the correct way to go?
That's
or
right.
am I on the right track to go to this place?
Is this the right direction, for instance?
Exactly.
When you're waiting on the platform for the train to come, you want to check, right?
Yeah. With the subway, it's easier because you see the subway map and the line, and also the stops are all written also in English.
Yes.
But with buses are really convenient, but the bus stops are all written in Korean on most buses.
That's right. And sometimes you don't know if it's the correct one you took.
Because, you can be on the wrong side of the road. So you want to check with the bus driver. Bus drivers are kinder these days than before. They provide better service than maybe 10 years ago. So you can just ask them, Adrian 집 가는 거 맞나요? Am I
going
to Adrian's
How
house?
would they know? How would they know? No, but you can say any famous station. So
Yeah.
you can say, for instance, 강남역. 강남역 is one of the biggest subway stations here in Korea,
That's
in
right.
Seoul. 강남역 가는 거 맞나요?
Yeah, that's right.
If you're trying to go to Gangnam, or maybe Itaewon these days. Itaewon is also quite famous. Itaewon역 가는 거 맞나요?
Or just 이태원 가는 거 맞나요? Or you can just use a specific place name and then use 가는 거 맞나요 to make sure you are on the right track.
So there you go. This is something you can remember if you come to Korea and if you need to ask your way somewhere and if you want to double check if you're going the right way, then remember this. 맞나요. 서울역 가는 거 맞나요. That's the expression, survival expression today. What's the quiz, Hyunwoo? And it can win, our listeners can win a book sponsored to us by your team, right?
That's right. We'll give you the quiz first.
Uh-huh.
The quiz is, how do you say, if you were paying attention to our explanation,
Yes.
how do you say, is it correct in Korean?
Is it correct? Number 1.
만나세요?
Number 2.
만날까요?
Number 3.
만나요?
Number 4.
맛있어요?
Haha. So which one is it? How do you say, is it correct in Korean? Once again, 만나세요.
만나세요? 만날까요? 만나요? 맛있어요? It was, the correct answer was part of the phrase that we introduced earlier.
That's right. Now, if you need a little hint, what you can do is visit our homepage or also visit our Facebook page, Catch the Wave, or arirangradio.com. You will find the question and also the different options available. Good luck to you. And you are sponsoring us with a few books, right?
That's right. Talk to Me Korean, our team, publish lots of books every year.
Yeah.
And like the winner of the quiz, and also later on when we listen to our listeners' audio clips, if your audio clip is aired on the show, we'll be sending you a book.
We will be sending you a book, so try your chance and do it now. This is New East featuring 유아라, 예뻐, pretty. Welcome back. Back on air. You're listening to Catch the Wave on Arirang Radio. We have Hyunwoo Sansengnim here from talktomeinkorean.com, and we are here to help you if you're trying to learn Korean. Now, before we continue, Hyunwoo, it's the World Cup, and I guess it just started today here in Korea, actually this morning, quite early. Are you going to be watching some of the games?
Yes. Actually, I prefer watching the highlight videos.
Why? Because
available.
it's too long.
Yeah, after the match. I mean, like if it's a match between Korea and other countries, I might be there to watch. But
You're not a big soccer fan, are
No,
you?
I'm not. No, I'm not. But
He's
I enjoy
not.
watching whatever soccer match that is on TV right now.
Okay.
But I don't look for those matches.
I see. Okay, I'm gonna be actually getting up to watch the
Awesome,
games.
yeah.
I think I like watching this, and it's only once every 4 years.
Yeah.
The World Cup.
That's true.
So I can sacrifice some of my bedtime
Sleep, yeah. Cool.
to watch some of the games. We also have some people, and they will be supporting their teams. And Knoll from Germany here. My favorite players are Hummels and Boateng. I'm also curious about the new faces on the German team. I can't wait for their first match. Have a lovely weekend. And Anne, thank you very much for your message. We also have Verona from the Philippines saying, Adrian, here in the Philippines, the national football team, Ascals. And she says her favorite players are the Young Husband Brothers.
Young Husband Brothers.
I don't know who they are, but they're probably really good, I guess.
Yeah.
And good luck to all the players for the World Cup 2014 is what she says.
Good luck.
Thank you. All right, now moving on. We're going to jump into our K-pop song of the week, and we're going to be teaching you a part of that song. Why don't we listen to it? It's actually a song by Taeyang called 눈, 코, 입.
너의 눈, 코, 입 날 만지던 네 손길 작은 손톱까지 다 여전히 널 느낄 수 있지만
So the song title is 눈, 코, 입. Eye, nose, mouth.
That's right. Your
But-
eyes,
yeah.
your nose, your mouth.
That's right. And when I first saw the song title, I thought it was a children's song because, 머리, 어깨,
무릎발, 무릎발.
that reminded me of that song. But anyway,
Head.
it turned out to be a really
The
good.
English is head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Knees and toes, right?
Yeah, it turned out to be a really beautiful
But
song.
it's a beautiful song indeed. So what does this part refer to?
너의 눈, 코, 입. I'll translate. Your eyes, nose, and mouth. 날 만지던 내 손길. Your touch that used to touch me. 작은 손톱까지 다. All the way to your little
Nails.
fingernails. 여전히 널 느낄 수 있지만 I can still feel you.
I can still feel you.
Yeah. Imagine, somebody's already gone and you can still feel the touch,
You still miss that person.
Exactly.
And when you close your eyes, you still feel that person next to you.
Mm.
Why don't we listen to it once again?
너의 눈, 코, 입 날 만지던 네 손길 작은 손톱까지 다 여전히 널 느낄 수 있지만
You're supposed to do the dance, Hyunwoo. How can you 눈, 코, 입? Supposed to touch your eyes, your nose, and your mouth. Okay, that was a song by Taeyang here. So what can we teach our listeners today here from this part?
Well, I would maybe point out the
title.
눈코입 part.
That's probably the most important.
Yeah, and along with maybe 귀 and maybe hair. Those are the major parts of your facial features. So 눈, 코, 입, eyes, nose, and mouth. Remember those. And also maybe if you want to pick out one word, 여전히 is also a very
여전히?
commonly used.
What does that mean?
Still.
Still.
It's the same as 아직, but 여전히 is
아직.
more common in written language. So
It's a bit
여전히.
more formal, maybe?
More
여전히?
formal, more poetic too.
Okay.
Yeah.
눈, 코, 입. So remember those. Maybe 3 little one-syllable words that describe different parts of your face. Your eyes, 눈, your nose, 코, and your mouth, 입. And maybe we can ask our listeners, and we do this every week, how do you say 눈, 코, 입? How do you say eyes, nose, and mouth in your languages?
Yeah, you have to leave us messages
Sure.
In the same order. Please don't mix up the order because we would think nose is eye.
Sure,
and,
yeah. Make sure it's eyes, the nose, and the mouth, okay? In that order, how do you say those parts in your language? Send us your messages and we will read them with Hyunwoo in the second hour. Now, we will also be airing some of your audio clips, so you can send us your voice messages, catchkoreanwave@gmail.com. We'll be back in the second hour. Let's play it. The song we just heard, 태양, 눈, 코, 입, eyes, nose, lips. All right, welcome back. Catch the Wave continues on this Friday. Happy Friday to all the listeners. And we are here with Hyunwoo 선생님 from talktomeinkorean.com.
안녕하세요.
안녕하십니까.
안녕하십니까.
Okay, we'll be listening to some of your audio clips. Thank you very much for your participation. Now, if you hear your name and if your messages are aired on Catch the Wave, you will be going home with a book sponsored to us by Hyunwoo and his team. So if you hear your name, make sure you send us your contact info on arirangradio.com/catchthewave. Use winner information.
That's right. And congratulations in advance to the 2 people whose recordings we will air today, right now.
The first one is sent to us by Imen, and she's a fan and an avid listener from Tunisia. She says, this is my audio clip, finally. This is Imen, the first Tunisian girl who you talked to, DJ Adrian, last year. I remember you, talking to you from Tunisia last year. And she says, hopefully you will like it. Let's listen to it together.
안녕하세요, 이주인 씨.
안녕하세요.
선생님. 내 이름은 이멘 나스르입니다. 나는 튜니시에 살고 있어요. 제 나이는 19살입니다. 나는 대학교에서 스페인어를 공부하고 나는 한국 친구와 인터넷을 통해서 한국어를 배웠습니다. 솔직히 저는 한국말 잘 못해요. 하지만 열심히 해야지. 화이팅! 대한민국 대단한 나라입니다. 그래서 나는 한국 역사에 관심이 많습니다. 언젠가 꼭 한국에 가고 싶어요. 안녕!
Nice. At the end, she has a helicopter flying over her.
I don't know what's happening. Maybe she's flying away at the end. It was actually interesting with the little music in the background.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Imen, for that very nice message. Hyunwoo, why don't you translate for us here?
Sure. But before I do that, overall,
Yeah.
great job. Thank you very much for the message.
I understood everything.
Yeah, I understood everything
That's
too.
good.
And she also had some parts where she sounded really, really natural because she was like ending some sentences like 입니다. She
입니다?
was actually pronouncing it as 입니당.
입니다.
in a little cute way. So 안녕하세요, Adrian 씨 그리고 선생님. Hello, Adrian and teacher. 내 이름은 이멘 나셀입니다. My name is 이멘 나셀. 나는 튀니지에 살고 있어요. I'm living in Tunisia.
Yeah.
Tunisia. And 제 나이는 19살입니다. I am 19 years old.
19.
나는 대학교에서 스페인어를 공부하고 I study Spanish at university. 나는 한국 친구와 인터넷을 통해서 한국어를 배웠습니다.
Nice.
I learned Korean through the internet with Korean friends.
Online.
솔직히, honestly, 저는 한국말 잘 못해요. I don't speak good Korean, and you're lying because
That's good enough.
Yeah, you speak good Korean.
Yeah.
하지만 열심히 해야지, 화이팅. But I have to study hard. 화이팅.
She was losing energy there. 하지만
열심히
열심히
해야지.
해야지. 파이팅.
화이팅. 대한민국 대단한 나라입니다. Korea is an awesome country.
Yeah.
그래서 나는 한국 역사에 관심이 많습니다. So I have a lot of interest in Korean history.
Wow.
언젠가 꼭 한국에 가고 싶어요. 안녕. One day,
안녕.
yeah, one day I want to go to Korea.
That's right. I guess overall, very good message. And indeed, Korea has a long history. Hopefully, you will be able to come here. Hyunwoo, you want to maybe pinpoint a few elements?
Yeah, some improvement points, I guess. Like maybe one thing
Okay.
is, Imen, you are mixing up 제 나이는 or 저는 and 내 나이는 and 나는 because you can stick to just one thing. Like you cannot mix those two
제.
in one paragraph. So if you want to stick to 나는 and the 존댓말, some people do that, like especially women. So it's okay, but just stick to one because it can be confusing. Like so you want to go with 나 or 저. So
So you can
choose
say
one.
내 이름은
내 이름은 or 제 이름은.
or 제 이름은.
Yeah.
And 나는 or 저는. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so choose one and stick to it. That's our little advice, and good luck to you. Hopefully you'll continue to learn Korean and you will be visiting us very soon online, and also maybe visiting your Korean online friends
Yeah. Like
in real life.
if you're exactly if you've been studying with this Korean friend or Korean friends
Yeah.
online only, it would be awesome to actually
See
meet
them.
up. Yeah.
Face to face. Thank you. You'll be receiving a book. The second person here today starts with the message. 안녕하세요, 현우 선생님 and Adrian Lee. I am May. Is May or maybe Mai from Minnesota, USA. I have been studying Korean for about 2 months now and actually just decided this year that I'm going to major in Korean in 2016.
Awesome.
Great. Now you can see my Korean is not very good and I still have a long way to go, is what she says. I do many Konglish sentences. She's mixing English and Korean. I promise you two I will no longer do any more Konglish when I come to Korea, hopefully in 2017. With this audio clip, I would really appreciate if you could listen to it and be very strict about how my Korean sounds. Please do correct me. Also, in this audio clip, I say my name, my Korean name. I'm trying to learn as much Korean as I can before I graduate next year. Thank you so much. Sincerely, Eunbi.
Eunbi is your Korean name. Uh-huh.
And this is what she writes at the end. P.S. Just keep in mind that I am quite umchi
음치 is somebody who cannot sing.
and sick, so I sound very bad. 미안해요. 그리고 감사합니다.
Don't worry about it. We won't judge you.
Let's listen to her message.
안녕하세요. 제 이름은 은비입니다. 반갑습니다. 제가 부를 노래는 Foreman의 Here I Am입니다. 감사합니다. Here I am. 여기 Here I am. Here I am. 내가 여기에 여기 있는데 Here I am. 지금 Here I am. Here I am. 지금 여기에 내가 있는데
Great job.
Very good. Very good. It's not easy, you know?
Not easy.
No music in the background, and this is also a very slow song.
Yeah. And your
Wow.
pronunciation was actually spot on.
Yeah?
Very good. I think the first part when you said here I am and then 여기, I thought you were saying yogi.
Yogi, yo.
Yeah,
yogi.
that was the only yogi that sounded like yogi.
Okay.
But the other parts, yogi, and also other words that you said, perfect.
Excellent.
Yeah, excellent.
Excellent. Here I am. Basically, the song saying, here I am here.
Yeah, the lyrics are
it's
actually the
basically
same.
it, right?
Yeah, here I am. 내가 여기에 있는데 I am here.
I am here. Here I am.
Yeah, 지금 here I am. Now here I am. So very.
But it's a good way to learn Korean. And if you use, these sentences that mix English and Korean, sometimes it's easier. It's a smoother start for you.
That's right. And the English parts are kind of like breaks. You know,
Yeah.
You're speaking Korean and then you're taking a break
Sure.
by using English.
Very good. Unbi, that's her name. Unbi, 감사합니다. Amazing message. Hopefully you will major in Korean and we will see you in 2017. Start now and we will continue to help you. We promise. 감사합니다.
감사합니다.
You'll be receiving a book as well, so send us your contact info on arirangradio.com/catchthewave. Winner information. This goes to you, May, and also Iman Nasser. Do it now. Hyunwoo, we'll be back after the song break and we will answer some of their questions.
That's right. Bring your questions.
That's
and
right.
We'll be answering them.
Very good. Excellent. Let's continue. As we just heard, we're going to play the song For Men with Me. Here I am. Yes, welcome back. I was looking at some of the messages and we have a lot of people participating. 감사합니다. Big thank you in advance. It's always nice to have this interaction with you in your countries and it's always a pleasure to also receive your comments. It gives us energy, doesn't it?
That's right. And after we played Iman Nasser's audio clip,
Yeah.
she was actually listening to the
Aha.
show live and she left us a message right here. Do you want to read it?
Sure. She says, awesome. My audio clip has been played. Finally, I'm happy with so many Y's at the end. 감사합니다.
This is actually the first time that we played an audio clip and then we got an
Immediately.
immediate reaction from
Yeah.
the person who sent us the audio clip.
Because some of you also listen to the rerun. Some of you just check out the audio on demand service. So there you go. Congratulations, Iman. Send us your contact info and we will send you a book sponsored to us by Hyunwoo and his team.
Awesome.
All right, now we're going to go through some of the messages we received. Now, we actually asked you a question earlier. We're going to give you the answer and the name of the lucky winner. The question was, how do you say it is correct?
Or is it correct?
Is it correct? Is it correct when you're asking someone, is it correct? In Korean, was it number 1,
만나세요?
number 2,
만날까요?
number 3,
만나요?
or number 4?
맛있어요?
So we will tell you in just a few minutes what the answer is and who the lucky winner is. But we also focused on a song by Taeyang, 눈, 코, 입.
Yeah.
눈, the eyes, 코, the nose, and 입, the mouth. Maybe more romantically, you can maybe translate 입 by lips if you want.
lips. Or 입술 is the literal
입술 is
translation
supposed
of
to be lips.
lips, but in this case, I guess the official English title is
I
lips.
think some people, translate it as lips, but it actually means mouth,
Yeah.
if you want to be very strict. So we asked you, how do you say those 3 words in your languages? And I think we have some messages. Hyunwoo, you want to try?
Sure. We got a lot of messages, and
We're going to be laughing here.
Lenny Susilo sent us some expressions in Indonesian.
Okay?
Actually, she sent us more than just eye, nose, and mouth.
Okay.
Eyes is mata.
Mata.
Ears is telinga.
Uh-huh.
Nose is hidung. Mouth is mulut. Lips is bibir. Cheek is pipi. Chin is dagu. Teeth is gigi. Interesting. Thank you.
Gigi. What did you say? Wait, let me see.
Teeth was gigi.
Bibir.
Bibir?
Is the lips.
Yeah.
Chicks is pipi.
Yeah. Pipi.
Pipi.
Very interesting. Thank you. And
Thank
do you have
you.
something else?
Yeah, I actually have some. You talked about mata. Well, in the Philippines, mata, same thing, eyes. Irong is the nose. And bibig. Bibig is the mouth.
Uh-huh.
But some people also sent us messages saying labi. Labi in Tagalog, I think, is mouth.
Or bibig, right?
Yeah.
And we have a message from Mirene Silva in Portugal. In Portuguese, eyes are olhos, and nose is nariz, and mouth is boca.
There you go. from Qatar this time. So I have, this is perfect. I have it in actually Korean.
In
even.
Hangul.
How to pronounce it in Hangul. So this is the same thing. She's Filipino, so she was basically saying the same thing. Labi is the lips or the mouth, and then mata, the eyes, irong, the nose. So we are confirmed here. We have the right pronunciation, Hyunwoo. Exactly.
Speaking of pronunciation, we got a message from Thailand.
Uh-oh.
Neither of us speaks Thai.
And
so
the message was initially in Thai alphabet.
yes, I mean
So
it was
hard for us to read.
only in Thai alphabet, Thai writing. So we used the internet.
And Hyunwoo really quickly searched it online, and
Yeah.
we, I think, have the right pronunciation. What is it, Hyunwoo?
So your eyes is nun in Korean, and that is in Thai it's
Ta.
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 And ko, your nose is
You do it.
참묵 is
Chamuk.
yeah, 참묵 is ko,
Ko.
and
Nose.
your mouth ip is in Thai
Bak.
bak.
Bak. I think it's a long ah.
Yeah, at least that's what our search results showed us.
That's right, in Thai. I know we have some Thai listeners as well. Hello to you. In Italy here, Oki is the eyes, naso, the nose, and boca, the mouth.
Similar to Portuguese.
And she's making sure also in French. In French, Hyunwoo, you speak French. What is it?
Yeah, so
The
your
eyes?
are les yeux,
Les yeux,
and
the nose,
the nose is nez,
le nez,
and the mouth is bouche, la
la
bouche.
bouche. Indeed. Thank you very much. I like it. I like learning new languages, and we're here to share. So it's always fun if we can also try to use our linguistic skills.
That's right. And by now, I think all of our listeners know these three words like by heart. Nun, ko, ip.
Nun, ko, ip. Yes.
Eyes, nose, and mouth.
Definitely. Before I name the lucky winner, maybe we'll go over a few other messages I received here.
Okay.
One by Tsubaki here from Libya saying, well, it's been 3 days since I haven't sent any messages, but I have a question this time about Korean. How can I differentiate between verb tenses? How do I know if the verb is in the past tense, in the present tense, or in the future form?
Basically, you just have to study those three verb tenses, just like with any language. So basically, if you don't know the verb tenses like really well, one way to tell is if a sentence ends in general with just yo, yo, or heyo.
It's a good indicator.
Yeah, just yo. It's in the present tense. Or if the sentence ends in 왔어요, 했어요, 왔어요, you know, that kind of soyo ending, it's highly likely that it's in the past tense. And 을 거예요, 할 거예요, 갈 거예요, it's likely that it's in the future tense.
Okay.
Not
there you
always,
go.
yeah, but usually.
All right. So that's a little tip for you when you're trying to decipher the tense of a verb. H. Wendy here from Malaysia asking us about, I guess, an expression that we use very often in English, you guys.
You guys.
You guys. Because of you guys, you know, things like that. So she's asking us in Korean, do we have an equivalent? And she wants to say, I'm able to study Korean easily because of you guys. Because of you all.
Well, in Korean, I guess the question actually goes back to how to say you in Korean. And that is actually a very complicated matter because in Korean, we don't really say you very often. You say the name of the other person or the actual 호칭, the terms, social kinship terms that you use, like 오빠, 언니, 형, 누나, stuff like that.
Sure.
So
Or 선생.
yeah, you rarely say 당신, 그대, 너, things like
It's
that.
rare. Here she says in the audio clip I said 그들이 있으니까.
그들이 있으니까. Well, it is
because
correct.
of you guys.
Because of them here, like 그들이 있으니까. But if you want to say because of you guys, 너희들 때문에, like if you're using 반말 casual language, but
or 덕분에.
yeah, 너희들 덕분에.
덕분에.
But if you want to say something politely, you just have to use their names. Like, for example, because of you guys, to us, 현우 씨와 에이드리언 씨 덕분에.
덕분에.
You have to
덕분에
use
is
names.
thanks to. 덕분에.
Yeah.
때문에 is because and thanks to is 덕분에. There you go. I hope this was helpful. And if you have more questions, send them in. We would like to help you. So you can join us on the message board, arirangradio.com, and also on Facebook. Now, the lucky winner, and Hyunwoo, I'm going to ask you to introduce and give away the answer to our question. We asked our listeners, and we talked about 서울역 가는 거 맞나요?
서울역 가는 거 맞나요?
That was the survival expression of the week.
That's right, which meant, does this go to Seoul Station?
Does this go to Seoul Station when you're waiting for the train, maybe on the platform, waiting for the subway? 서울역 가는 거 맞나요?
Yeah.
So the question was, how do you say, is it correct in Korean? The answer is...
Number 3, 맞나요?
맞나요. 맞나요. Number 3 was the correct answer. And the lucky winner is from Tunisia. It's Yamis. Yamis Jebi. Red Jebi. So if you're here right now, and I'm sure you are because you've been participating actively on the message board, please send us your contact info on winner information. Congratulations.
Congratulations. 축하합니다.
축하합니다. 현우, next week again?
Yes, I'll see you next week.
You'll be back with some more expressions to help our listeners. 감사합니다.
Certainly.
Okay. We'll play some music and Catch the Wave continues. This next song is Teen Top. 장난 아니야. Rockin'.